I'm Emma, 27 years old, and I can still feel the quiet of that foggy Oregon morning when I realized he was gone. Picture a small-town coffee shop, the kind with mismatched mugs and rain-streaked windows, the air thick with the smell of espresso and damp wool. I sat there, my phone screen cold in my hand, staring at a blank chat with Noah, the guy I thought I'd build a life with. He'd ghosted me. No warning, no goodbye, just silence after months of promises. My heart ached, but that ache turned to anger when I saw his new dating profile, full of lies. I wasn't planning on revenge that day, not yet, but what I did, turning his profile into a meme that went viral, made sure he'd never forget me. This is my story of betrayal, heartbreak, and getting even, all within the lines of the law. Noah and I met last spring at a farmer's market in our little town of Willow Creek. I was at a booth, picking out lavender honey, the sun warm on my shoulders, when he bumped into me spilling his iced coffee. He was 29, a freelance photographer with tousled black hair and a shy grin that made my stomach flip. "Let me buy you a new one," he said, and we ended up talking for hours, wandering past stalls of fresh bread and wildflowers. We started dating, spending weekends hiking in the Cascades, sharing playlists in his beat-up Jeep, planning trips we'd take someday. I'm a graphic designer, working from my cozy loft apartment, and Noah loved my sketches, saying they'd inspire his photos. I thought we were real, the kind of love you read about. We'd been together 8 months when things got serious. Noah talked about moving in together, maybe buying a fixer-upper outside town. I showed him my dream board, pinned photos of cabins, beaches, a life we'd share. He'd kiss my forehead and say, "That's us, Em." I trusted him completely, gave him my spare key, let him into my world. He'd stay over most nights, leaving his camera bag on my couch, his toothbrush by my sink. I even designed a logo for his photography business, spending hours getting it perfect for free, because I believed in him. But then, in late September, he started pulling away. He'd cancel plans, saying he was swamped with shoots. His texts got short, his calls rare. I'd lie awake in my loft, the rain tapping the skylight, wondering what I'd done wrong. It was October 3rd when he vanished. I'd texted him about dinner, a new Thai place in town. No reply. I called straight to voicemail. Days passed, then a week. My loft felt emptier, the fairy lights above my desk casting lonely shadows. I checked his Instagram, hoping for a clue, but his stories were gone, his posts unchanged. Friends said, maybe he's just busy, but I felt it in my gut. He was gone. I cried that first night, curled up on my couch, the rain relentless outside. But the hurt started to harden into something else. I wasn't going to beg. I deserved answers. 2 weeks later, I was scrolling a dating app, not to date, just to distract myself, when I saw him. Noah's profile active with a new photo. Him in a flannel shirt, smirking at the camera, captioned, "Ready for adventure with the right girl." My hands shook. The phone's glow harsh in my dark apartment. His bio was full of lies. Never been in love. Always up for a road trip. Looking for something real. Never been in love. We'd planned a life together. I clicked through his photos, him at the farmer's market, the same spot we met, like I'd never existed. The betrayal hit like a wave, drowning the hurt and anger. He'd ghosted me, erased me, and was out there chasing someone new without a second thought. I didn't confront him. Not yet. I needed to be smart, not emotional. I screenshotted his profile, every word, every photo. I noticed something else, his bio linked to his photography website, the one with my logo. He hadn't even changed it. That's when the idea sparked. Noah cared about his image, his cool guy vibe, his growing client list. What if I could turn his own lies against him, make him a laughingstock without breaking a single law? I called my friend Riley, a social media manager who knew the ins and outs of online platforms. Over coffee at the shop, the rain still falling, I showed her the screenshots. "Can I do something with this?" I asked. She grinned, pushing her glasses up. "Oh, Emma, you can make it go viral. Just keep it legal. Use what's public." I went home, the fog thick outside, and opened my laptop. I'm a designer, so I knew how to make something pop. I pulled Noah's profile photos and bio into my editing software, turning them into a meme. I overlaid text on his smirking photo. Says he's never been in love but ghosts after 8 months. Another had his adventure line with a caption. "Adventurous enough to ditch you without a word." I kept it sharp. Funny and true, using only what he'd posted publicly. I checked with Riley, she said it was fair game, no laws broken. I created a fake Instagram account, Willow Creek Laughs, and drafted the post. My heart raced as I hovered over the button. This wasn't just about him. It was about every girl he'd hurt, every lie he'd told. I didn't post it right away. I sat on my couch, the skylight above me dark with rain, and thought about Noah, the way he'd held my hand, promised me forever, then vanished. Part of me wanted to let it go, but the anger won. He didn't get to rewrite our story, make me invisible. I scheduled the post for the next morning, when Willow Creek would be online, scrolling over breakfast. I went to bed, the rain softer now, and felt a strange calm. I was taking back my power, one meme at a time. I woke up that October morning with my heart in my throat, the fog thick outside my loft apartment, wrapping Willow Creek in a gray haze. The skylight above my bed glowed faintly, the rain from last night reduced to a soft drizzle. I grabbed my phone, the screen's light harsh against the dim room, and opened Instagram. It was 7:02 a.m. My meme post as Willow Creek Laughs had just gone live. Noah's dating profile turned into a biting joke, his smirking photo with captions exposing his lies, his never-been-in-love claim mocked after he ghosted me. I wasn't sure what would happen next, but I was done letting him erase me from his life. This was my way of taking back my story legally, creatively, in our small Oregon town where everyone knows your secrets. The meme spread like wildfire. By 8 a.m., it had 50 likes and a dozen comments from locals I recognized. Baristas, neighbors, even the guy who ran the farmer's market. "Is this Noah the photographer?" one wrote. "What a jerk," another said. I sat on my couch, the fairy lights above my desk casting soft shadows, refreshing the post. Shares climbed to 100, then 200. People tagged friends, some laughing, others angry on my behalf. I'd kept it anonymous, but Willow Creek was small. Someone would figure out it was about me. My phone buzzed with texts from Riley, my social media friend. "Emma, this is blowing up. You okay?" I texted back, "Yeah, it feels right," and it did. The hurt from Noah's ghosting was still there, but seeing his lies called out felt like a weight lifting. Noah called me at noon, his voice sharp, panicked. "Emma, what the hell did you do?" he shouted like I'd burned his house down. I could hear traffic in the background, probably him pacing outside his studio. "You saw the post?" I asked, keeping my voice calm, though my hands were shaking. "It's all true, Noah. You said you'd never been in love." 8 months and you ghosted me," he stammered, trying to spin it. "It's just a dating app, Em. You're blowing this out of proportion." I laughed, a cold sound even to me. "You blew it when you lied. Good luck with your adventures." I hung up, my heart pounding, and checked Instagram. The meme was at 500 shares with comments flooding in. "This guy's a fraud." Ghosted my friend too. Noah's reputation as the charming photographer was crumbling, and I hadn't broken a single law. I wanted more than just laughs, though. Noah's photography business relied on his image. Clients booked him for his authentic vibe, his Instagram full of artsy shots and glowing reviews. I knew the meme would hit him there. I'd used my logo in his website header, designed for free when I thought we were a team. I emailed his web host, politely requesting they remove my logo since I hadn't been paid for it. Riley confirmed it was legal. My design, my rights. By evening, his website was down, the host citing a copyright issue. I sat in my loft, the rain picking up again, and felt a spark of satisfaction. Noah's online persona was his lifeline, and I'd just cut a thread. The next day, I walked to the coffee shop, the air crisp, leaves crunching under my boots. The barista Jess gave me a knowing look. "Heard about that meme, Emma. Noah's toast." I smiled, stirring my latte, the steam rising in the morning light. The town was talking, people at the market, the diner, even my yoga class. Noah's clients started canceling. I saw it on his business page, where reviews dropped from 5 stars to 3. A local wedding planner posted, "Not booking Noah anymore. Unreliable." The meme had spread beyond Willow Creek, picked up by Portland accounts, racking up thousands of views. I didn't expect it to go that far, and part of me felt a pang of guilt. Had I ruined him? Then I remembered his silence, his lies, the way he'd erased our 8 months like they were nothing. Noah showed up at my apartment that evening, his Jeep parked crooked in the lot. It was dusk, the Cascades purple against the sky, the air smelling like wet pine. He knocked, his face pale, eyes tired. "Emma, take it down," he said through the door, his voice low. You're killing my business. I didn't open the door. You killed us, Noah, I said, my voice steady. You ghosted me, lied on your profile, acted like I didn't exist. This is just the truth catching up. He stood there silent, then left, his footsteps heavy on the stairs. I watched his taillights fade, my hands clutching my phone, the meme still live, still spreading. I took the post down a week later. Not because I felt bad, but because I'd made my point. Noah's bookings dried up, his Instagram followers dropped by half, and I heard he was taking odd jobs in Portland to stay afloat. Riley called it poetic justice. I met her at the farmer's market the next weekend, the sun breaking through the clouds, the air fresh with apples and cedar. You're a legend, Em, she said, handing me a jar of lavender honey. I laughed, but it wasn't about being a legend. It was about standing up for myself, showing Noah he couldn't just vanish and rewrite our story. Life in Willow Creek felt lighter after that. I took on new design clients, my sketches filling my loft with color again. I started hiking again, the Cascades my escape, their trails reminding me I was stronger than I'd thought. I even went on a date, not from an app, but with a guy from yoga, someone who didn't hide who he was. Noah texted me once, a weak apology. I messed up, Em. I didn't reply. He didn't deserve my words anymore. I'm 27 now, still in my cozy loft, still designing in this small Oregon town where the rain falls and the mountains stand tall. I'm not proud of turning Noah's life into a meme, but I don't regret it either. He thought he could ghost me, lie about me, and move on without a scratch. I showed him actions have consequences, and I did it my way. Smart, legal, and sharp as a knife. If someone's hurt you, don't let them write your story. Take it back, steady and true. Share your story in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more.